Hi, Judith Shervin here.
And Jim Snikowski. You know, we all live in the industrial age, the age of factories and machines and that sort of thing. That didn't exist before 1750, but just approximately 250 years ago. And then about 150 years ago to 100 years ago, round numbers, in the mid to late 1800s, it was understood in what was called Victorian England that men went to work. And by work, they went out into the world where they struggled and they had to compete. It was almost like a combat zone. It was the survival of the fittest, so they thought. So that when the men went to work, they were exhausted and drained when they came home. So they needed some sustenance and they needed some support, something soft and emotional, and that they received from their women. But it was then thought that what women do is not work, but they gave gifts and they were caretakers. And so as a result, the word work came to be applied to men and what they did in the world, and what the women did was called care. The men did it for money, and because the women did it because it was a gift, it was a caregiving, it was not expected that they should be paid for it.
Well, and here we are today in 2009 with soft sell marketers, people who are service providers and caregivers, often women, who feel guilty and have a very difficult time pricing their services appropriately and asking for people to pay appropriately for their services. Well, we can understand why when we understand the history, and that's why it's even more important that if this applies to you or people you know, that you read our new book, The Heart of Marketing. Love your customers and they will love you back. You can get it at theheartofmarketing.com, and it guides you through how to have a soul-based business and that selling is spiritual service.